Here at the Lyons House in Beaumaris, Laura and Wilf have done an amazing job restoring this mid-century beauty. There are some amazing design features I really want to show you. First is this little bookcase. This bookshelf actually was part of the original study where Eric Lyons, the architect and first owner of this house, actually did all his genius work. They've found a way to recondition this Tasmanian oak and actually reinstall it here in the living room. Funny thing is, this is actually part of the original design and exactly where a bookcase was supposed to go. Next. It's one of those things that we don't have anymore. But in the 1950s, we'd get our milk and our bread usually delivered through a little hatch like this. They've decided to keep this little hatch as part of the kitchen, and what's turned out to be an amazing little thing is been perfectly useful for COVID. Another thing about the period that I really love is that each room seems to have its own colour signature. We tend to struggle with colour in contemporary design, but here in the mid-50s, colours like this were blocked out in big planes, in bathrooms, in every room. And they've done an amazing job of that here. Another feature is out here. Part of the whole ethos of the house is how to preserve the mid-century vibe, but also modernise. And with Wilf's technical expertise in environmentally friendly technologies and Laura's aesthetic eye, they've actually been able to do that by mounting things like the photovoltaics up there on the roof, but keeping them flat so as not to ruin the original 1950s roofline. So the look stays intact, or we've got a super modern, super environmentally friendly house. And the last thing I want to show you is this. Remember, at the time, the early moderns were really into things like material experimentation and new and cheap materials. And you can just see right here that what looks like Besser block or concrete block is actually a sort of a 25, 30 mil thick concrete tile fixed to a timber stud frame in there. That's not the kind of thing you see around here anymore, but that is a really interesting kind of little piece of material technology that somehow survived the test of time. And they're just some of the details that they've saved from the 1950s and that make this house so cool.